Happy Saturday. I'm Kimberly Perot, and it is a special Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail because we are continuing our extensive coverage of the Vail Film Festival. Gretchen Pleshaw here with me today, and we've got some exciting conversations with all of the actors, directors, and producers. Plus, we've got some businesswomen joining us here in studio as well. So hour one of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
So many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TVA Weather Center. Let's take a look at this snowy Saturday outside. 8 a.m., 16 degrees, a high of 24, and 20% chance of snow. Cloudy and few snow showers. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, driving in earlier this morning, a little slick on those roads, so please, no texting and driving, just watch the roads. 8 a.m., 16 degrees, and 8 a.m., 16 degrees and cloudy. Noon, 21 and cloudy, and 4 p.m., 23 degrees and mostly cloudy. So we're going to have a beautiful day out there. You can go to the Vail Film Festival, walk around, and ski or snowboard, whatever your heart desires. 8 p.m., 16 degrees and mostly cloudy. Let's look at tonight. A low of 3 degrees, snow 20% chance, partly cloudy, and sunset at 4:42 p.m. Wind south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the I-70 corridor. Eagle 30, Avon 24, and Vail 24 degrees, Denver 38. So temperatures definitely getting cooler and cooler. Tonight, a low of 3 degrees, so bundle up, especially if you're going to go to see some of the Vail Film Festival movies, walking around town. Definitely bundle up, snow 20% chance. Now, this is what we love here. Beaver Creek, the snow report, 9 inches in the last 24 hours, 13 inches in the last 48 hours, which makes the season total 64 inches altogether, and the base depth is 39 inches. As well as the Vail Mountain Snow Report, 13 lifts are open, 93 trails open, and 33% of the terrain open. So that's pretty good stuff there. Vail Mountain Snow Report, 9 inches in the last 24 hours, 15 in the last 48, 83 inches for the season total, and then 40 inches for the base depth. So we have lots of snow and maybe some more to come, hopefully, throughout this season. But we have a little bit of everything: sunshine, rain, snow. You never know. I just love how that sounds.
Right,
I love saying that.
That's the motto, I feel like, of all of our weather here in the Valley. But it's been an incredible 2 days so far for us.
Goodness.
And this is the third day of the Vail Valley Film Festival, and it's just...
I'm here for all of it. I just feel like each one, well, I can't even say that because they're all so amazing. Not one is better than the other. They're just all so different and amazing and inspiring, and we've had some comedy, some laughs, and also you talked to 2 really powerful women, and it was, that's a hard conversation, but very important.
It was an incredible documentary about, well, you just have to
I know, right? That's how I've been all week. Like, people are asking me, and I'm like, has it aired yet? Have you seen it? I don't want to give anything away yet. But
we've had some great ones. I had a conversation with a director and writer
Yes.
of a film, Fluorescent Beast, and the actor and producers will be here in studio as well today.
So
we'll continue that conversation. It's just going to be a really exciting all things film here on Good Morning Vail this morning.
And it's interesting, too, because people are saying, oh, it's wrapping up. However, all day today on Saturday, there are films to go to, Q&As. There's lots of different events going on in and around our mountain towns, Vail. And it's really cool because tonight is the closing night film, which I spoke to yesterday, 2 of the women. But also it continues through into Sunday, and they're going to have the awards banquet and the ceremony tonight, and we'll see who wins. And then that film is going to be played on Sunday. So it keeps on keeping on all weekend long, which I love. And it's really fun. The closing night party, Latour tonight, can't get better than that.
There is just so much happening today, so get out on the slopes, pop in and out of some movies, and stay tuned. We are going to get started right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my family in Florida, in Delray Beach, Florida. I miss you guys and wish you were here. Love you.
All right, Merry Christmas, Thomas and Annie. We can't wait to spend Christmas with you. Love you guys.
Hi everyone, happy holidays from Vail Health.
Les deseamos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season. Good morning, Vail.
Before we get started in our Vail Film Festival coverage, we have a sports update where Robbie talks all things basketball, both boys and girls. Let's take a look.
All right, thanks for joining us. So the high school basketball season is upon us here in the Valley, and we're about a week in or so. So let's take a look at the standings here in our area for those teams.
We'll start off with the 1A, 2A Western Slope. Vail Mountain School is sitting at 2-1 on the season with wins coming against Clear Creek and Lake County. Lake County is a 3A school in the Frontier Conference, so that 58-44 win for the Gore Rangers over the Panthers had to be a meaningful one. The only loss on the season so far for Vail Mountain School came against Coleridge, who is a 4A school, so that one we could just consider a write-off. VMS's next game will come against 3A school North Fork. Now, taking a look at the rival school, Vail Christian has so far played a similar schedule to Vail Mountain School. The Saints took on Lake County for their first game of the year, which they came up empty-handed. The Saints were also able to turn it around, though, in their next game as they beat Clear Creek for their first win of the season. So Vail Christian and Vail Mountain School getting the win over Clear Creek early in the season. Most recently, the Saints played Plateau Valley, where they fell, but they'll have a chance to redeem themselves against Cedar Edge. Switching up the class levels, we'll head over to 5A, where Battle Mountain Boys basketball is in a bit of a slump. The Huskies are 1-3 on the season and have lost their last 2 games. Their most recent loss came against 6A school Prairie View, who is a 6A Front Range school, however. The Huskies will look to turn their season around in their next game, which is right now scheduled to be Summit High, so that should be a good game for the Huskies. And then over here now, taking a look at the counterpart to Battle Mountain, the rival school, Eagle Valley. The Devils are off to a perfect start on the season. They've only played 1 game, but their win over Basalt, they played pretty well, and they're scheduled to play against Mitchell in their next game, and that one is at home, which should be a decent game for the Devils as Mitchell is off to an 0-2 start for the season.
So you've already kind of seen a sneak peek of, how the Saints, Vail Christian boys basketball program is stacking up right now on paper, because you've seen that record, but you don't know what's happening inside that gym during practice on and off the court. But we got a little sneak peek to show you about what the Saints are excited for this season.
Vail Christian boys basketball is eyeing a new season that brings a lot of change. However, senior point guard Will Newman says the shift is working in the Saints' favor.
We lost our coach, has been here for 23 years. Majority of our seniors who scored all of our points. So I think people are going to underestimate us a lot, and puts a fire under our belly.
Newman's father, Andrew, is now at the helm of the Saints program after 2 years with the team as an assistant coach. But all the talk around the team revolves around the new freshman.
During our tryouts, we actually ranked everyone, like, say we ran a suicide and you got 9 seconds, or like 25 seconds, that's the first place time. You get 1 point, and the goal is to get the least amount of points throughout the whole tryouts. And out of the top 5 people, we had 3 freshmen. So we're really excited because we have a lot of really young players that are coming in really strong, and we're excited for it.
For Newman and the Saints, there's a lot to look forward to this season, but the rivalry game with Vail Mountain School is on the minds of everyone.
All of those guys, I grew up from 6th grade to now, I've been playing against them. So just so excited to play against them, last year coming out.
So we've touched on boys basketball here in the Valley, but there's girls teams as well. So here's a little update on how the girls teams are stacking up.
Eagle Valley girls basketball is underway in Gypsum. They're currently sitting at 1-1 on the year in 5A. The Devils took on Moffett County most recently, where they fell to the Bulldogs on the road, but in their season opener, they came out swinging on defense to get the job done against Basalt. We'll show you those highlights from their season opener now. Both sitting at 0 wins and 0 losses on the season, Eagle Valley and Basalt matched up for their season openers. Abby Talbot is going to drive inside, miss the 2. Basalt comes away with it, but she'll steal the ball back, pass outside. Zakia Sharif misses the 3, but Josie Fitzsimmons is there to clean it up for the Devils. Sienna Mandeville will come away with the steal in the backcourt off camera, pass outside to Sharif, who knocks down the 3. Sharif then gets the steal and takes it to the basket for the Devils and gets fouled. Back with the ball, it's Eagle Valley. Talbot takes this one to the basket and lays it in for the easy 2. Sharif will get another steal. This one off the inbound. She'll pass under the basket to Fitzsimmons, who hits it off the glass for another Devils 2. Sharif back with the ball. She passes inside to Talbot, who gives it back to Sharif, who has an open look under the basket and gets it to go for the Devils. Eagle Valley making easy work out of Basalt early. Sharif is going to intercept another pass, her 3rd steal of the day, and draw the foul. Off the inbound, Sharif has it swatted away. Devils get it to Fitzsimmons, who fires the 3, no good, recovered by Sharif, who banks it off the glass. She'll then come away with another steal, her 4th of the game, and the Devils will get it to Alondra Ruiz for the basket. Eagle Valley makes easy work out of Basalt in their first game of the year to improve to 1-0. Like we talked about, Eagle Valley is now sitting at 1-1 on the season and will play their next game against Legend, who is a Class 6A/5A school and undefeated at 4-0 on the year. So the Devils should have their hands full in this one. Well, we'll touch real fast on Battle Mountain, the rival school Eagle Valley, and their team is 1-3 on the year, and the only win came against Regis Groff, a Class 5A/4A school, which was a relatively defensive game between the two. Battle Mountain's 3 losses on the year in their season opener came against Denver North, and then their next game, Nawat, and then Thomas Jefferson. Those all 3 L's from the Front Range schools.
Now, before we jump into an in-depth look at girls 2A basketball here in the Valley, the Saints, Vail Christian girls basketball team, they got a new head coach, and the team so far is excited about Savannah Webster taking over. She comes from Texas, Baylor University, and she's making an impact on the girls already.
Fresh out of Baylor University, the Texan, Savannah Webster, is already making an impact on the Saints girls basketball team.
She's really on top of it and stays on our team, makes sure we're all on it and on time and punctual.
Webster teaches mathematics at Vail Christian, but her passion revolves around the rock. This is her first head coaching job, and she's taking a unique approach.
She just makes it feel like almost a family, like she's just like our sister basically. It's not more of like I'm better than you because I'm your coach kind of dynamic. It's more of just we're all just great friends, and she makes it fun. She makes us work, but she makes it fun, and yet we're still a disciplined team.
To these girls, Coach Webster is already one of them. She explains fitting into their culture is her intention as the new leader of the Saints program.
I want them to love the sport, and I want them to have fun, and I want to be on their team. And so getting to be with them and let them know I'm not going to ever make them do something that I wouldn't do. I want them to love the sport. I want them to want to come back. I want them to be excited about practicing games. And so that's kind of a goal that I had going in. So
Webster believes winning games will come this season as the camaraderie on her team continues to grow. On the season, Vail Christian girls basketball is sitting at 1-1. They won their first game of the season opener against Lake County, but would later drop their next game against Plateau Valley. The Saints play their next scheduled game of the season against Gilpin County.
Well, CU football, that season is behind us, and the team may have not performed to our liking towards the end of the year, but several players on that team had success, and one in particular really stood out.
Colorado's sophomore wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter was named the recipient of the 2023 Paul Hornum Award, which was announced by the Louisville Sports Commission Wednesday. Hunter has been deemed one of the most dynamic players of the modern era as he successfully played both sides of the ball at the FBS level in a Power 5 conference, which I definitely was shocked to see while watching him play this season, but he's impressive. Hunter did miss 3 games this season due to the injury he sustained against Colorado State in Week 3 at Folsom Field, but he still played the most snaps of any regular season college football player in the FBS. Hunter is the first player in the last 25 seasons with 50-plus receptions and 3 or more interceptions. The only comparable season to Hunter's comes from Georgia's Champ Bailey back in 1998 when he had 47 receptions for 744 yards and 5 touchdowns offensively, along with 3 interceptions on defense. It was a blast watching Hunter play this year at Folsom Field, and I assume he'll only get better and even more involved in the game when next season rolls around, so stay tuned for that.
If you got to watch Travis Hunter this past season, good for you, because you have even higher expectations for him next year, just like I do. Can't wait to see what the guy does in his next season with the Buffs. But make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest sports coverage here in the Valley and beyond. We'll catch you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who had worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Welcome aboard! Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am with Lena and Sharon. I am so excited. Lena, you are an actress.
No, I'm the writer and the director. Yes.
And Sharon,
she looks like one.
She does look like one. The writer and the director, and we have an amazing amazing film. And Sharon, what do you do?
I'm the producer.
I love this. This is so. I love that you said she looks like one. That's so great. So you guys, first and foremost, Meeting You, Meeting Me is all about women, two women serendipitously coming together in a time that maybe they're very different women. Did I get this correctly? And very different energy, culture, maybe?
Yeah, it's about two women from very different backgrounds, upbringings, yes. and you're right, they meet serendipitously one morning, and they both need a friend in this moment, as oftentimes a lot of us do, and right. A friendship evolves over the course of a day.
And I love this, and we were speaking a little bit before we got on film, because it's so beautiful and brilliant, the women empowerment feeling and that piece of meeting friendships. And I know all friendships are great, but women meeting other women at a time when you don't always think that you are maybe going to be friends, and being from different cultures, different backgrounds, and really seeing that you have a lot more in common than maybe one would meets the eye, I guess. How did you think about this film? How did it come to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it came to be because I'm always inspired by the friends that are around me, and yes. They've always, obviously been my support system, and they give me comfort and whatnot. But they also challenge me and push me to think in different ways. And
I love that.
And I have so many different friends who are from such different backgrounds, and I'm always. I start to think in different ways because of that, and I grow, and I feel like we kind of do that throughout the course of our friendship. And I have some amazing friends with me here today, Sharon being one of them.
Well, and I was just about to, we're going to call you out, Sharon. It's happening. But as a writer-director, did she kind of help with this moment of this friendship vibe? Because you guys seem like you're really close.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we're friends. We realized 10 years now.
Wow.
So we became friends when I first moved to LA about 10 years ago.
I love that.
And she definitely helped me adjust in so many ways, hopefully.
Well, and I just love all of us walking in, and Sharon's like, okay, I'm going on. I didn't know, but the difference in even, I love it because Sharon, you're mountain chic. you know? And then we looked, you know, our outfits.
Yes,
but it's
exactly.
neat that you can see the vibe, that you guys have this great energy, and maybe you guys are a little bit different, even the way you dress or the way that you talk, etc. And it's such a neat, empowering moment. I love that. So tell us a little bit more about the film. I'm excited to hear it. How long did it take to create?
Oh my God. Well, it started before the pandemic.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yes. And so we, like I said, we went to grad school together. And so not long after grad school, we were hungry to make a feature because we'd made some shorts.
Right.
And so we were like, you know, let's pull together actresses, the people that we went to school with, the resources that we have, and you know, everything is still fresh for us. And so we kind of started to make that happen. And principal photography was actually in 2019, or the first bit of photography. And so we call that the 3 years earlier portion. And then we realized that we wanted to shoot a little bit more, or reshoot a couple scenes, but then the pandemic happened. So we put it aside for a while, and then as things were opening up again and getting safer, we were thinking maybe instead of doing reshoots, we would actually, I would write new scenes set in present day, so we would sandwich the film with present day scenes, and so, you know, bringing it into the present because, you know, we're all in such a different state of mind.
That's brilliant. I want to pause you there for a second because that's something I had never thought about. And that's such an interesting piece, right? It seems so simplistic, but that's pretty powerful to have that moment where, like, of course, this all went down in our world and it changed. I mean, it did change so much. And for you to be like, we're not just going to continue on with, like, this had not happened, and to bring it into, that's pretty powerful. That's neat.
Yeah, and I think it helps that, well, basically our friendships, the ones that grow, they grow over time. And I think in that way, we had grown and the actresses had grown, and so it becomes a fuller story of friendship because of that, and not just that one day where a possible friendship comes to be. But, you know, 3 years later, they realize, oh, we still want to be friends.
I love that. Okay, I'm so into this. I'm like, Sharon, so I told her just smile and nod. You're doing a great job. You look great. Can you give us a little bit more information about the two characters?
Sharon, do you want to take it a little bit?
Well, they are your characters. I was going to speak more on the project as a whole.
You can tell us whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I'll let Lena talk about the character she created. That I think based on, like she was saying, all of the friends she had met, and that was one of the many reasons why I was drawn to the project. And I think that's what makes meeting me so special. And it wasn't planned, and we weren't intending to do this, but a lot of the, actually 90% of the creative heads are female.
Wow.
And I think they were all so drawn because of the story. And so we're very proud of that. And I'm excited to say that this is our world premiere.
That's very exciting.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing that too, because how interesting is that? Right when I met you guys, the first thing out of my mouth was, I'm so excited. It's, you could tell it's just female empowerment. It feels good. And I love that that's the first thing that you said. That's brilliant. That's really cool. And the world premiere.
Yes.
Are you guys nervous, excited, a little bit of both? How are you feeling?
All of it, yeah. So it's a huge range of emotions. I think we're definitely, you know, ready to bring it out into the world and share it with people, and hope people enjoy it.
Yes.
And want to bring their friends to it, and can kind of see themselves and another friend reflected in these characters.
Do you feel like it's more comedy based? Is it drama? Is it, what would we say? Is it a little bit of everything?
Yeah, it's definitely a drama.
Okay.
It's a very, I like to say that it's a nuanced portrait of these two women who are so different from each other and their friendship. But there is definitely some comedy in there.
Yes.
Some shenanigans that take place.
Shenanigans.
So yeah, you kind of go through the range of what any sort of relationship is. When you first meet and you're kind of suspicious of each other, you're not sure, but then you enjoy each other's company a little bit, and then you have a misunderstanding and you get through that, and then you laugh together, you cry together, all of those things.
So I guess I was just thinking, because there were so many women involved, and I know when we get together as women, it's so much fun. Can you think of maybe the funniest moment that you had on set? I know, that's a loaded question.
Funniest moment. I feel like we've had plenty of those. Goodness. What was funny?
Didn't somebody play a prank on you?
Or anything that sticks out in your mind?
The cupcakes.
God, I do not remember.
She's like, it was a lot. I'm sure there were a lot of moments. Did you guys all get together and feel like a really sisterhood?
Oh, definitely. Especially when in 2019, that was mostly all one location. We had essentially rented a house where we shot the day, and so we were basically living in that house together for 2 weeks. Not actually living there, but we would be there from morning to night. And I feel like it was just a house of sisters and cousins just hanging out.
A couple of us actually had to bring our pets in because we so we had set pets.
That's wild that you said that because I have 2 little doggies at home and they're my babies and I'm like, oh, how did you do that? Well, that's brilliant. Can you guys let us know where everyone can see the film?
The film will be screened this morning, actually, at 11 a.m. at the Grand Hyatt Cascade Theater.
Awesome. That is so exciting, you guys, and I'm so proud of you, and thank you guys for coming so early and through the snow and everything.
I mean, it was beautiful, though, at least.
I love that you're fans of Vail. That makes me happy.
Love it, love it.
Well, we're so excited to watch the film. Thank you guys so much for coming, and, I'm so thrilled that you guys have done this. Is there another platform that people can watch this if they can't go today, make it out today?
Well, it's not available yet. Right. Hopefully we'll be doing more festivals in the new year soon. But we are on Instagram. It's at @meetingyou_meetingme.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Keep it right here. We have more of the show to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tva8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Now, I'm so excited because I had a conversation earlier this week with the writer, director of the film Fluorescent Beast, and joining me today is the producer and one of the actors from the film. I've got so many. How are you, ladies?
Great.
Really great.
Really great.
So, Melanie, you are the producer of Fluorescent Beast.
Yes.
Tell me about your work with the project and what made you decide to sign on with this one.
You know, I came on just after the table read and just dove in. And it was incredible. The cast and crew, I'd work with any of them anytime again. I saw everybody after our premiere and I almost got weepy. Like, I love you people. But we shot it in a very interesting way, segments, like over 6 months, which is like starting up a film every time you're starting again. So that was crazy. But it was an incredible experience, fun. We were able to get really great locations because of that. And so it was tremendous and hard and fun and satisfying, and I love the movie. So
I loved the trailer of it. It's so great, and it's airing today here at the film festival,
Yes.
which is why you two are sitting here on the couch so done. You act in the film. Tell me who you play, and tell me, I guess, let's give the audience a brief synopsis of what the film's about.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, the premise is that our lead character is sort of an office drone. He is trying to write a novel, and his boss is always every time. It's like literally every time his hands are on the keyboard, it's you have another project, and he gets this huge clandestine offer to like go and do something really important that only you can do, but they won't tell him what it is, and it starts to get really eerie because it starts to seem like he has to do something illegal or like really dangerous, but they won't tell him. And as he's sort of trying to figure it out, he meets my character Meg at a hotel where his boss has told him to go. And she is similarly an artist. She's a painter. And her boss seems to always be interrupting, what she's trying to do. And so we find these two characters trying to simultaneously be artists and keep doing this thing that they love to do and satisfy their bosses and solve this mystery. And it's a lot of fun.
It's such a catch-22. I feel like often that is a real life scenario.
Absolutely.
You've got your corporate job, and then you've got this passion that you want to pursue, and hopefully somehow they both make you money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's the world of film, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's so great. So I guess tell me a bit, how was this project different for you than previous roles that you've played?
It's a great question because it was a lot different. The role itself feels very true to me. I am a bit of a loose cannon, and so it made sense. But the director, Paul Osborne, and I had worked together before. And he actually called and offered me the role like 2 weeks after my baby was born.
Oh, wow.
She's now 5. And as a woman in Los Angeles who's just had a baby, to have a director just call and offer you a role because they love you, I was just like, this is like a really big deal for me, like I love you and I love this movie. It was huge. And he was so accommodating in that way, and the whole crew was, in the sense that like I had a room to pump, and it wasn't even like, we got to stop to give Dawn a chance to pump. It was just happen. You know what I mean? It just happened. It's time everyone takes a break, and I love privacy, and just it made me fall head over heels in love again. And then there was something about COVID interrupting the post-production part of it that made me watch Fluorescent Beast in a different way, because there was like, I think, this period of time when we all kind of wanted to go back to the office. You know what I mean? Like the movie sort of is like our humdrum, mundane, feels sort of soulless lives. And there were so many times during that I was like, but to be around a coffee pot again with people, wouldn't that be great?
To be driving with
everyone
else. Yeah.
But it also asked the question of like, okay, so if poof, you don't have to go to work anymore. If poof, you can focus all of your time on writing. A lot of us still didn't do it.
It's true.
So then what was going on? So what is the beast? What the Fluorescent Beast is even bigger than in some way. I don't know. It was compelling for me.
Yeah, it's true. So as a producer, and you got to kind of start the set, as you mentioned, start a film over and over and over again. So how did you contribute to like locations and all the different things? Because there's a really unique scene out in the middle of the desert, and that's really cool. So how did you find these places?
So I only helped on the location with the airplane flyover. I was like, I know exactly the place, and I can get us there. We have a co-producer, Jonathan Brown. And he is a locations guy. That's what he does. And he came in and did this for us. And so he found that wild location out there. And wasn't it incredible that everything was in bloom on the way out there? It was great. And so the great thing about shooting in these segments is that you have all this time to find these great locations. And it's just a treat and really cool. And for me, it was just, you know, if you're on a low budget, you do everything if you're the producer. Instead of hiring people, you know, you're doing craft services, you're doing payroll, you're doing contracts, you're, you know, doing catering, just
finding a press pump for
all the things, anything needed. You know, there was a day where our sound guy, who's so incredible, he didn't have something specific for his microphone, which I can't even remember what it was called. But I was like, I'll drive and get it. You know what I mean? You're just anything anybody needs. And the most stressful was catering, because I was so concerned about everybody. I know it's very weird, but you're like, what are your food restrictions? What are your allergies? And we're in these weird places where I don't know all the restaurants. I'm like, oh my God. And that's the thing I'm worried about. So.
You're like, if we were local, I could get that for you.
I
don't want anyone to be hungry.
And you want it to be great.
So let's talk about filming. So how long did it take? You mentioned that you had, like, you were starting over and over again. So over the entire course of filming.
The shoot might have been 6 months.
Okay, 6
segments
months.
over 6 months.
Okay.
And then we went into post, and then we had issues with color. And so we were really stuck for, I mean, you have a 5-year-old now. I mean, it was a while.
Yeah.
So.
Did you have to do any reshoots of scenes?
No.
That's great.
No, Paul is really incredible director to work with. He's an incredible editor. He also edited the whole film.
Wow.
And so you know he's editing, and he knows if he can lose a shot, he's on that.
He's already editing it.
It's so magical.
Yeah.
It's
he
so
also
magical.
is probably the most comfortable, like, improvising director that I've ever. There was a scene at the hotel, I remember, where in LA it rained. You know what I mean? Like, are you nuts?
That's like once a year.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a very weird thing.
We need more, but
I was like, are you serious? You know, of course, it's the thing we got to do outside, whatever. And I remember there was, and we don't have a lot of time because all the things. And so it was like, we are going to do this in that room. And everyone went, and you know, the sound and the light, and everyone goes, and you see their eyes go up. They're like, and the editor, yes, that's where we'll do it. And it was done. You know what I mean? And I've noticed sometimes if things do go over schedule or grind to a halt, it isn't always because of a problem. It's because of an indecision and an inability to sort of quickly address that problem, and that just never seemed to be.
Yeah. And the great thing was, fortuitously, it ended up being a really cool location switch.
Yeah.
And at one point, we tried to go into where they had food. We were at the hotel, and they were like, no, there's all that alcohol in there. We can't let you in. We're like, we're shooting.
Yeah.
We're not drinking, we're shooting.
Like, have you
they
seen
were
our
like,
rooms?
no.
We have so much alcohol in there.
Well, it sounds like you guys have had some incredible stories, and I loved the energy when I spoke with Paul, and I love the energy sitting here with the two of you. But we are so excited. Tell us where we can see the film today, and then we're going to show the trailer.
Oh, great.
Good. Oh, good.
It's at the Cascade Theater, the one, and it's at the Grand Hyatt, and it's at 4:30 today. Come on down.
Well, congratulations, ladies. Exciting to see it here in
Thank
Vail,
you.
and can't wait to show the audience our trailer.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Now let's take a look at the trailer for Fluorescent Beast. Such an incredible comedy. You should check it out.
You wanted to see me?
Someone high up has requested a meeting with you. You've been summoned.
Nelson Shell? You are Nelson Shell.
Yes?
I have a task for you to perform, Shell. It may or may not be easy, it may or may not be pleasant, but it must be done.
Don't forget to let out the dog.
Do you know what you are?
Yeah.
Do you think you're a man?
Yeah.
You are not a man. You
Yeah.
are a cog.
I'm sorry, I'm a what?
A cog. You are a specifically designed and well-crafted grooved gear.
Welcome, Mr. Shell.
Nestled deep into the workings of a large machine.
Mr. Shell, you have a call.
I am giving you the task for which you've been designed.
Yeah.
In which you will not waver.
That's messed up. Yeah.
In which you will not hesitate.
Yeah.
And in which you will not fail.
Yeah. What am I being asked to do?
Mr. Shell, we have made it perfectly clear that we will make this perfectly clear.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. What an exciting morning we're having now. The Eagle Valley Library District does a lot of holiday events. Let's take a look, check it out.
Now, welcome back to the show, and you know what time it is. It is time for our weekly Eagle Valley Library District update. Joining me on the couch today is Tegan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So good. So you have so much going on right now in the Eagle Valley Library District.
Yes, we do. We wrapped up all our holiday programs. So Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum all did holiday programs. So Avon is like our reindeer days. So we had reindeer come in for people to take photos with. We had music, we had caroling, we had treats. There was a baby reindeer. So if you missed it, you can come back next year. It's always the fourth Thursday or the Thursday right after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then Eagle, we partnered up with the town for Lights on Broadway. And so we had cocoa and goodies and carolers and crafts. And last night was Home for the Holidays. We partnered up with the town of Gypsum. So we had Santa, crafts, free books. So it was an extravagant event, and everyone had a good time, and it was a lot of fun. So if you missed any of that, we do it all again next year.
So pencil it in.
Pencil
for next
it in,
year.
yes.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that the library district partners and brings such holiday cheer to the community. It's so great. And last night, Home for the Holidays, you had over 700 people. So incredible turnout.
Yeah, incredible turnout. And so we have Santa in the library, we have crafts, and then we have a free book giveaway. And then outside there were also reindeer, hot chocolate. There was a gingerbread contest. Of course, the tree lighting, and I believe there's some cookies, or at least I saw the cookies coming in. I didn't have any cookies, but I saw them coming in. So
too busy schmoozing everyone.
Yep, too busy saying hello and directing, making sure everyone got their photo with Santa if they wanted one.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of, so since those events just happened, but you still are doing a lot to promote the holidays because we are still, you know, several days away, 10 days away from Christmas, which is insane to think about. So talk to me a little bit more about, you know, what other opportunities that the patrons can come in and learn all about the things for the holidays.
So if you're holiday shopping and you kind of want, you're one that does the research in your gifts, we have consumer reports. So this is a database that you can hop in and you can look at whatever product you're interested in and kind of see the ratings on if that is the product for you to buy for your loved ones. You can always come in as well and kind of, if you're looking for new cookbooks, we get cookbooks, so you can kind of try out some new holiday dishes. And also we have the best gift of all, which is a free library card, which gives you access to everything that we have at the library. So that's movies, DVDs, magazines, online stuff, as well as our Spark Studio. We have some good things in there. And actually we have our laser printer. So we have a lot of people coming in to kind of make unique gifts for their loved ones, families, and friends. Or you can etch like a little saying on something that you've already purchased.
So tell me about this laser printer.
Yes.
It's not a 3D printer, but you can etch things into items and all of that.
Yes, so we do have a 3D printer. So if you want to print out a little thing, we got that as well. But the laser printer it uses lasers, and it can etch into acrylic, wood, metal, and that's kind of what's
the standard.
The standard. It's not an industrial laser printer, so it's not like the big boys, but it is a consumer one, and we do have it at the Eagle Public Library. And so people have made earrings, they've made ornaments, they've made keychains, and acrylic wood, and then you can actually like initials into anything that perhaps you have purchased, like metal, and you want to, if it's flat, it's gotta be flat. You can put it in the machine, and the laser will cut it.
So you can bring a tumbler in to etch that in, but you could get a little nameplate to put on your
tumbler.
Yes,
exactly, and you can etch that. And so we have the programs, and you go in there and you play, and you can create unique gifts for your friends and family.
Okay, do you need to get online to reserve the space, or do you just kind of show up and hope that it's available?
Give us a call, because it is becoming really popular right now, because people really want to create those unique gifts for their friends and family. So give us a call, and we'll get you in at the time that it's available.
That sounds like such a fun thing to do.
It's awesome. It's really cool.
You know, even if you're not artistic, it's a way to make you feel like you are, and you made something unique for your friends and family.
And we have software that can support, if you're not as artistic and you don't want to design, there are like designs that you can copy and etch, so you're not hanging all on alone out there.
So for those of you that need some help, there are plenty of ways to do it.
Plenty of ways to do
I
it.
love that. And then also on top of the consumer reports, doing the laser sketching or etching, you also have some movies coming up and some cool partnerships.
We do. So we're partnering up with Speak Up, Reach Out. We're going to be doing a movie next week, and it's all about mental health. And then, of course, we have our story times. After school programs will pick back up. We're wrapping them up, and then, school break, and we'll pick those back up in January, and as well as reading buddies. And we just keep going with our adult crafts, and we'll have some more stuff in the new year.
Well, the Eagle Valley Library District has so much going on.
Thank you.
And I love how involved you are in not just providing books and resources to people, you're giving community, and it's great.
Yeah, we really like being that community space, and so we enjoy people just coming and hanging. We got fireplaces to warm your bodies and just enjoy the library and the space.
You're probably the only library that has a fireplace in it, so I love
There's a few, but we like ours. It definitely helps on days like today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Tegan, where can we go for more information?
Our website, which is evld.org.
Awesome. Well, head over to evld.org if you are interested in any of the details that Tegan just mentioned. It sounds like they've got a lot going on, especially to help make the holidays very special for you and your friends and family. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
We're really excited to introduce you to TV8's newest on-air segment. It's called the TV8 Visitors Bureau, and what that does is it helps you navigate getting around town from point A to point B, or find the restaurant you want to go to, or maybe even give you tips on where you should go for what kind of meal you're looking for. And right now we're here at the Avon Transit Center, where we're going to be giving you information on which bus you should catch depending on where you want to go, because there's a red line, a blue line, a skier and restaurant shuttle, and so there's a lot of information here. If you're staying down in Avon, the Avon Skier Shuttle will pick you up at so many great locations and get you up to Beaver Creek Mountain for you to enjoy skiing and riding up there. And the bus comes every 15 minutes to each stop, so therefore you can get to the mountain very quickly and efficiently. You can go to avon.org for more information in the entire bus schedule. Now, the EcoBus is an inter-county bus that can take you from Eagle to Vail and anywhere in between. Whether you're looking to go to Minturn or Eagle Vail, this is the bus that's going to get you from point A to point B. And for more information on that, you'll go to eaglecounty.us to see exactly the bus schedule that's taking place there. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I hope it helps you get from point A to point B, and it helps you navigate the bus system here in Avon just a little bit. We'll be back with more after this.
Come on!
Hi friends, welcome to Vail Vibes. Avisha Scarborough here. I can't wait to show you these cozy igloos at Leonora's. They are the perfect place to defrost after a long day on the slopes. Let's go take a look. Leonora, a Vail Village staple located inside the Sebastian Hotel, does après their way.
Here up in the mountains, it's definitely a crucial element of ski culture. You're out all day enjoying the slopes, nothing better than coming down and enjoying some beverages and some bites to eat with your favorite people. What's not to celebrate when you're at 8 to 10,000 feet in the Colorado mountains? I think that's reason enough to celebrate for me.
You too can celebrate in style after a day of skiing inside one of these igloos.
Welcome to the Igloo Experience.
For a $200 reservation fee plus $95 per person, you get a 4-course prefix menu, including some of these items right here.
We've got a smoked Gouda mac and cheese, as well as our award-winning pork belly dish with preserved peaches.
You can opt for a wine pairing to go with the dishes or order anything from the drink menu as well, including some of these après favorites.
I got the Harvest Old Fashioned, which is a Leonora staple, as well as our seasonal mulled wine here, a house-spiced red wine with cognac, and cinnamon, star anise, clove, lots of winter spices. Some more what, you say?
And for the 4th course, you get a s'mores kit and the Sebastian's famous hot chocolate.
So our pastry team here at the Sebastian Hotels creates these chocolate domes, dusted with an edible gold, and then we make some house-made vanilla bean marshmallows we put inside, float it up to the top as you kind of melt and stir, and there you go, you got the Sebastian hot chocolate.
Which also makes for a delicious gift to go. So treat yourself, it's all part of the experience.
After a full day of cold smoke and deep powder, yeah, something refreshing and cold or hot is definitely well earned.
Well earned indeed.
Cheers.
That's it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching Vail Vibes, and I'll see you next time.
We are at the top of this Saturday morning 8 o'clock hour, and we are going to continue our Vail Film Festival coverage. We've had some exciting conversations so far this morning and much more in store for this second hour. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Joining me in studio is the fabulous Gretchen Pleshaw, plus the Vail Valley Women in Business will be here as well to talk about their holiday event. So stay tuned. Hour 2 of Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Happy Saturday. Let's take a look at the weather outside on this snowy Saturday. 8 a.m. 16 degrees, a high of 24 and 20% chance of snow. 8 a.m. 16 degrees and cloudy, noon 21 and cloudy, a little bit of sun heading our way. 4 p.m. 23 and then 8 p.m. 16 degrees and mostly cloudy. Tonight a low of 3 degrees, so bundle up. Snow 20% chance, partly cloudy, sunset at 4:42 p.m. Let's take a look at that I-70 corridor. Eagle 30 degrees, Avon 24, Vail 24, and Denver 38 degrees. So definitely bundle up today. Sunny Sunday, mostly sunny, or mostly cloudy rather, 34 degrees. Monday mostly sunny and 40. Tuesday 42, mostly cloudy, and then that sunshine heading back our direction. Wednesday and Thursday 44 and 41. But look at the lows, they're pretty cold, so definitely bundle up. Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Now we are continuing our coverage of the Vail Film Festival. Joining me today on the couch is the entire team of the film, the psychological drama Shutterbug. How is everyone?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Well, we've got, you guys are, you're the entire crew of this film, and it's such a unique film. So we'll start with you, Johanna. Tell me about the premise of the story, and where did you film? All of the details.
Sure. So Shutterbugs is a psychological drama about a woman who returns home after her mom unexpectedly passes, and isolated in her childhood farmhouse with her grief and memories and some suspicious circumstances surrounding the death, she goes down some dark and windy roads. It's a mother-daughter story. It's a mystery. And yeah, it's our debut feature as a new filmmaking team. This was born during the pandemic. We were quarantining with my parents, and it was kind of a combination of just a love letter to my home and to my parents and to my mom, who's just house and personality are all over this film, albeit we took a lot of narrative license. And it was a story about loss at a really unbalanced moment in time when we were all worried for our loved ones, and we were seeing a lot of, shaky fears around grief and loss, and we wanted to make a portrait on that. And it was also a way for us to see what it was like to make a first film together as best friends who'd been in the industry for a while, but had never collaborated on something.
That's so incredible, and it's such an interesting, just watching the trailer, it's so interesting on how the film starts to tell the story. Just in the trailer, you're very suspenseful. You're like, what is this story that she's telling, and all of these different scenes. So it's exciting, very exciting. So Brennan, director of photography.
Yeah.
Tell me, this is a really exciting project for you because you're typically doing other things on films as well. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, exactly. This was actually my first time really touching a camera at all.
Okay.
I'm typically a first assistant director.
Okay.
And we're not allowed to touch anything. We just bark orders all day. So it's a very logistics-focused job. And unlike the director of photography, where it's a lot of playtime, we prepped very hard and for a long time to make sure when the gear got there, we could figure it out and have time to capture everything. But it was a blast. I loved it. I got to wake up every morning excited to shoot whatever scene was up that day. And it was really great. I hope to do more.
He also plays the antagonist.
Okay.
So when we're both in the same scene, Jamie was director of photography. So.
Yes, I tried my best to fill his shoes.
So Jamie, primarily you edited the film, but
Yes.
you also were director of photography. So talk to me about your role.
Yeah, I mean, I would say mostly editor, and then like whatever else we needed on set. You know, with a cast and crew of 3 people, it was both like so fun and also really challenging at times. You just usually need a couple more hands. So I recorded sound on set, held bounce boards, followed camera, whatever was needed. So it really was, like Brennan mentioned, kind of playtime, which I think is unique in filmmaking. You're usually really needing to be on a schedule, and time is money. And for us, it was like, let's just make sure we get it and that we're still enjoying each other. And then the edit was just so much fun. We just spent a lot of time on it, and Johanna and I looked at every take, and just, I don't know, it was just a time to experiment. This film has a lot of sound design and rich soundscape, and that really was fun to build with our composer and sound designer, Eric Elterman. So it's been a blast.
So anybody is welcome to answer this question. So it's just the 3 of you working on this film collectively. So what were the initial challenges, and then how did that also make it special to you? So whoever wants to grab it, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the challenge was we honestly didn't know if we could pull it off. You know, if Brennan could pull focus on a cinema camera with a long lens for the first time, or if we would be able to get through this and remain friends. And I think, as Jamie said, it ended up being just such a revelatory, like, lovely silver lining to the pandemic and to that moment that we were stuck up there, but it also just became so personal. Maybe the biggest challenge on set was my mother, and the fact that she had the idea of continuity was a little bit difficult. This was a live set and a living home. So she's like rotating plants and switching out doilies and just a busybody around the house. So we had to keep continuity intact. But it was really special to share it with my parents and to share it in a place where I grew up. And it was really special to bring my close friends into that.
It's also a testament to Johanna's writing of the script, that she wrote specifically to both capture these themes that are in it about loss and grief, but also to like take advantage of what we had at our disposal, which was her farmhouse, the beautiful landscape around it, this half broken down home next door, and the 3 of us. Meaning, that's why she cast Brennan.
That's the only reason?
Oh, well, he's now a star, clearly. And so it's really a testament to the script and how great it is, because at the end of this, we really looked at it and said, wow, we have a film here, and we've been so fortunate to be able to share it across the country at different festivals. We're so happy to be here at Vail. We're Colorado natives, actually, so we get to share it in our hometown and get responses from people who are affected or moved or enjoyed our film. And that's what it's all about.
And is this the first festival premiere that it will be showing?
No, we're actually kind of at the end of our run,
Great.
but it's really special, as Jamie said, to be able to share it with so many friends and family of theirs and our second hometown.
To have the finale almost,
Yeah.
to have it here in your hometown, that's really excellent. So where can we go see the film? It's playing today, so tell me about it.
Today at 4 p.m. at Cascade Theater 2. We will obviously all be there and can answer any and all questions. And we're really excited to share it and really grateful to be here. And come on out.
It's such a unique film, so I'm excited for everyone to see it here, and especially for the 2 of you, and you're kind of in your homecoming, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to show the trailer now,
great.
so our audience gets to see it as well, and they get a teaser for tonight. Let's take a look.
Amazing.
Mud cakes and moss capes and boulders for pillows. Dragonfly fairies that swing from the willows. Make for the hay, but beware not to stray. Next is the clue that will crown your big day.
Just wanted to thank you. Dealing with all that.
What's your relationship to the deceased, ma'am?
I'm her daughter.
Where peepers sing and wind chimes ring, you used to sit and wallow. So we need to do follow-up on some of the findings before we make a final report.
What does that mean? Why'd you check on her?
Sam.
Believe in ghosts?
Sam, you there?
Mama?
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tva.com y nuestra página de Facebook TVA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do. So even though you work with
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good morning, Vail.
We're continuing this Vail Film Festival coverage, and I'm so excited because I have the team of the film Heightened, a comedy. How are you guys? Good, how are you?
Well, thank
So,
you.
Sarah, you star in the film. Tell me a bit about the film and give me the story and the premise.
Yeah, so I actually wrote and directed the film as well.
Okay.
And so Heightened is a comedy that deals a lot with mental health, trying to really destigmatize mental illness. It's about a young woman who has a mental breakdown while she's taking the bar exam.
Oh, wow.
And ends up returning home to Maine for a treatment. And she goes back to move in with her parents, and just it's all about her family dynamic, and she ends up having to volunteer at a local state park where she shadows a very neurotic park ranger, and they kind of help each other with their issues.
So I have to ask, what inspired the story behind this?
Yeah, well, I knew that I wanted to do, so I actually wrote a short film in 2015 that this movie is now based on, and I knew that I wanted to do something that would really destigmatize mental illness and talk about it in a sort of less threatening way, and these characters just came into my mind and I loved them. So I developed the short into a feature.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, John, tell me a bit about your role and what made you decide to sign on with this project.
Yeah, I had produced the feature for Sarah, and she had shown me the short. I had seen it. I really responded well to the story. I thought it was a really important, not only an important topic to talk about it, but an important way to talk about it. And I really believe in Sarah as a filmmaker. This is her first feature as a director, and I felt that really getting behind that and supporting her and building up this story and building up her career was an important thing for me.
Well, I love that you took the pressure of taking the bar exam and turning it into a comedy, because
Yes.
that is such a high pressure thing.
That might be something a little stolen from my father's life. He had a hard time with the bar exam the first couple times.
That's great. So did you grow up in Maine? Is that why you decided to shoot there? Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Maine, and it's such a stunning location to shoot. I mean, we ended up shooting pretty much all around my hometown, all the surrounding towns right outside Portland.
Okay, great. That's great. So, John, you said you believe in Sarah and what she does. So what is it about this project that was different than previous projects you've worked with?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's the story. It's something that I felt really strongly about getting out there in this lighthearted way, in the destigmatizing way, because, so many people either know somebody or have themselves have mental illness that either is unaddressed or that they just are a little too afraid to seek out therapy or to laugh about even. And by, getting a project that turned that showed the comedic side of that, I think it was, for me, really something that stood out and really really inspired me to hop on and make sure that we got it out there for the world to see.
That's great. So let's talk about filming.
Yeah.
How long did it take to make the film?
Really quick shoot. We only filmed for 15 days,
Wow.
so 3 weeks.
For a full feature.
Yes, for a full feature. So very ambitious and running around the state of Maine. And, then, of course, after the filming, we worked on it for pretty much another year in post-production.
Okay, great. So for you, you wrote, directed, and acted in it. How did you juggle all 3 roles?
Yeah. Honestly, I seemed a little insane on set. I had multiple personalities, director Sarah, actor Sarah, and it's really the way that I had to do it is just really kind of split my roles in my own brain. When I'm directing, try not to worry too much about, the things actors worry about. And then the biggest piece of advice I would have for anyone who's going to try to do that is just hire people you trust.
Mm-hmm.
I could always say to John, I can't really tell how my performance was. Do you think I should do another one? And he'd say, maybe you should go again. And it's like, okay, maybe my acting wasn't great in that one. Let's go again. So really just my cinematographer, her name is Rose Vadum Johnston. She was someone I could really lean on in order to juggle all of those roles.
So how did you collect the team around you to make this film?
Yeah, really, it starts always with John as the producer. He's kind of in charge of finding a team. And I first reached out to a cinematographer I loved. She wasn't available, and she recommended her best friend.
Oh,
and
that's
I
great.
Became just obsessed with my cinematographer. So then she brought some of her people, and we had some Maine locals, some people from LA, some people from New York. So it was a really wonderful sort of hodgepodge of people. And I think the thing that really unified them all was they were all passionate about the project. They all, felt passionate about the script.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for the film. Can you tell us where we can watch it here at the festival?
Yeah, so it's on today at 5 p.m. at Chasing Rabbits. And I'm also going to be on a panel at Chasing Rabbits at 1:30 about directing and acting at the same time.
Awesome. Well, we've got the trailer. We're very excited about it, and we cannot wait to show our audience. So we're going to take a look and see what the film's all about.
Thank you.
So happy you're home, dear. We were so worried about you. Can I get anyone a drink?
Eleanor shouldn't be drinking, but I'll have a G&T.
You're all here because you have something in common. You have trouble connecting with others.
I'm in this program.
You'll make fantastic little workers. You'll be shadowing Dustin.
You're Dustin.
Dusty.
What do they call it? What you have?
Anxiety, misophonia, OCD.
So what?
You were so fearless as a little girl. I wonder what changed.
Take the time. Find what you want to do and do that. Something you love.
Good morning, Vail.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. mind, body, beauty.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, I am fangirling a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Vail Film Festival, Melora Hardin is here with Golden Vanity. How are you doing, Melora?
Good. How are you?
I am so good. So I am going to geek out for a moment before we get into all things.
Yeah,
so
please.
this beautiful woman walks in and I'm like, I know her. And I tend to try to just be really organic, authentic with interviews. I know you've been in many a thing that we all know, but can we just say the bold type right before we go into Golden Vanity? Thank you for doing that. It's amazing. And
that's
you're
amazing.
what I'm saying is you're an amazing actress. I have followed you for a long time and now I get the honor to be right next to you. So
Amazing.
how are you doing,
Thank
Melora?
you.
How is the Vail Film Festival? How are you feeling being here?
I'm great. I mean, I just got in last night, and it's a beautiful snowfall, and I live in California, so
Right.
for me to wake up and look at the snow, it's like, the holidays are here.
Do you feel like you're in a little snow globe?
Oh, yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, beautiful.
So, Melora, Golden Vanity, Vail Film Festival 2023. Super excited about this. When is the movie playing?
Well, it's playing in Los Angeles just for a limited run right now in Los Angeles from December 11th, which is Monday, through the 17th.
Oh,
and
great.
that's going to be 21 showings just for 7 days. But tonight at the film festival, it's playing at 7 o'clock at the Hyatt.
Yes, you're correct. Yep, Cascade.
Cascade.
You're
That's what it's
right.
called,
You got
the
it.
Cascade Theater. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so I hope everybody will come out. Of course, I'll do a Q&A afterwards and meet everybody and take selfies and whatever else. So if there's other fan people out there.
Oh, there are a lot of us, and I will be getting one of those selfies. Thank you.
Okay, yeah,
So
you can have one today.
Thank you, Melora. So I am so thrilled about this film because I love this kind of quirky actress that, tell me if I have this correct, she does something peculiar, we'll say, at one of the award ceremonies. And then her friend Vodka, and she kind of hide away in the mansion, their mansion, the Vodka and her mansion, and do a life story about herself. Is this correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
set in 1967, and it follows a fictitious, fated movie star, Mabel Montgomery Mayflower, who is fleeing the police.
Can you say that name again?
Mabel Montgomery Mayflower.
That's amazing.
And she barricades herself in her mansion, and she decides to record her life story to finally set the record straight. And it's a really, really funny, dark, tragic story that is set in 1967, but I think really relevant even to today.
That's what my main kind of thought process was on all of this, like reading about it, is I can see the humor where it would come through, but also this kind of, like you said, faded actress and how your ego kind of might take a hit, and then that darkness and kind of the mental health piece, I'm sure that comes into play a little bit.
And it's even more sort of this idea of the way that Hollywood and other careers as well kind of put women up on a pedestal and then, just sort of delight in just sort of, breaking them down when they no longer become useful to the larger business or whatever. So I think that in that regard, it really is very timely and very modern and just really exciting to me. It came from the minds of two 26-year-old first-time filmmaker.
I was going to touch base on that. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. That's insane.
I was very excited that they got inside. It was loosely inspired by these tapes that they found that Judy Garland recorded before she died. And I just was like, I have hope for the future. That young people are still entranced and, want to create something that is based on something like this. Because, there's so much value in studying historical, and characters and to sort of bring it into the modern moment is really special.
I was wondering, as an actress, because so often you do play these really powerful, and I love this, the powerful, amazing woman that inspires others, that has boundaries. How did that feel to play this woman?
She is an incredible, she's like playing in a sandbox for me. I mean, I've been a professional actor since I was 6 years old. I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm an actor, I'm a director. And, so for me, like bringing all of those things together, all my 10,000 hours in all of those, arenas. And it just really was delightful to work with Max Abram as the director, first time filmmaker. And he was delightful. We rehearsed for 2 weeks. In an apartment. We taped off the set, and then we shot the entire movie in 5 days.
5 days.
So yeah, 5 days.
Okay, that's a true testament to your acting skills too. 5 days.
Yeah, and sometimes we did 45-minute long takes, and it was really quite an epic experience. But it's kind of fun when you're working in that kind of intensity because everybody comes together, a very small crew, 15 people, $150,000 budget. I made $1 on the film, and I'm not kidding. So it's truly a passion project, in the sense that we really got to play together creatively, and we got to kind of, all point our arrows in the same direction. And there's no time for anything other than everybody doing their best work all the time.
I love that. I bet if you can feel it, I bet it jumps off the film that you have that moment of passion. That's pretty. It's 5 days.
Yeah.
Was that the quickest turnaround, that you've ever done as far as filming?
I think so. I mean, I guess earlier in my career I did some short films that were like super, super quick. But this is a one-woman movie, so there's nobody else that's on camera.
Wow.
So I have a lot to. So yeah, it's 5 days of just me.
That's a lot of pressure on you. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Did you ever feel that, or did you kind of take that and run with it? Do you love that?
I just loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. It was super fun.
That is really neat. What was your favorite moment of filming? What was your? Do you have? I mean, that's a loaded question because obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I think that really the whole thing was just joyful. It really, really was. There was something very special, though, about the dance that Bryce Fortner, who's the DP of the film and also operated the camera, and he really is just right in my space all the time. And so there's times when he's just right up in my face or just sort of like hanging over me with this very heavy equipment.
Right.
And, I think that sometimes we would cut and it would just be like, this beauty, because he couldn't even breathe. He had to breathe quietly because
you'd
have to,
Right.
So it was really, in that regard, I think that was my favorite thing about making this movie, was just that sort of symbiosis.
Like a dance. That's what I was just thinking. Almost this fine dance. That's beautiful. That's really cool.
That was really lovely.
So Golden Vanity, obviously I think I know exactly but what did you take from the title of the name? What do you feel like that
Well, it actually
portrays?
was called something different.
Really? Okay.
Until we came up with this. There's a sort of a shanty, a song that I sing in the movie, and this was a song that actually, it's called Golden Vanity. It had to be in the public, whatever that's called, the public. Whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It had to be free.
Right.
And this was a song that my father used to sing to me sometimes when I would be going to sleep. And I knew that it had a darkness to it. And so I was like, this could be really good. And I sang it for Max. And he was like, that's kind of perfect. And Taylor Minus is the co-writer and producer. And I sang it and we all loved it. And then ultimately we thought that is perfect for this story.
That's beautiful.
And all the different layers of what Golden Vanity can mean.
I feel like, I'm excited because I can feel the deepness, the truth, but also kind of the hauntingly beautiful darkness.
Yes.
Well, we cannot wait to see it tonight, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
We will all be there. Thank you so much for coming and chatting with us. And we are going to take a look at the trailer right now, so let's check it out.
Good. All right. Here we go. Ready? This is going to be it. Here we go. Testing, this is Mabel Montgomery Mayflower. This is Mabel Montgomery Mayflower. You see, everybody needs a microphone. I am sick to death of the endless untruths. So much festering stink has been spoken about me, and I am here to set the record straight before it's too late. If anyone's gonna print anything that makes me look bad, it's gonna be me.
Good morning, Vail.
In America's heartland, living close to the land, there's a love for the country and a pride in the brand. In America's heartland, living close to the land. In America's heartland, close to the land.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my family in Florida, in Delray Beach, Florida. I missed you guys and wish you were here. Love you.
All right, Merry Christmas, Thomas and Annie. We can't wait to spend Christmas with you. Love you guys.
Hi everyone, happy holidays from Vail Health.
Les deseamos una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Have a happy, healthy holiday season.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very thrilled to introduce Stephen Wallace of The Martini Shot. He is the writer and director. And thank you so much for joining us, Stephen. I know you couldn't come out to Vail right now, but we're so thrilled that you're taking the time to talk to us. How are you doing, Stephen?
I'm doing much better, thank you. My apologies for not being there in person this time, but I promise I'll come next year one way or another.
Oh, thank you. We're just thrilled that you're here with us. So I'm so appreciative. And I'm so excited to talk about The Martini Shot. I have my first question right off the bat. Is this a little bit of it's intense, I know that, but a little bit of a darker film?
We try to, well, what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a bit of a surreal film about how, if God was maybe a little bit more human. And so we took the Matthew Modine character who
Yes.
plays, a God who's a director and how he's trying to direct that last piece before he feels he dies. And so I look at it as kind of an exploration of life and both positive and negative on it. I think there's moments where, it gets a little intense, and I think there's moments where it's very sweet.
That's what I was thinking, because Matthew Modine, obviously incredible actor, terminally ill director. He plays obviously in this movie. And I know that the very end, there's this moment where I am assuming he says, "What does it all mean?" So I just get this feeling that it is a full circle moment of living and truly living with this terminal illness.
Yeah, I think we wanted, to show kind of like the kind of the circle of life in a lot of ways, without giving away because we have kind of the landing, but essentially what we wanted to do was to have it be kind of a true ending, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And so we wanted him to kind of come to that realization, along at the same time as the audience. And so we wanted, you know, we do so many of these Christmas movies nowadays and horror films. We don't do anything that makes you think anymore. And Matthew is one of those really cerebral actors, you know, and so we thought that would be really great to, to try to do a film where we had the audience have to pay attention.
I love that. And Stephen, so was it shot in Ireland, the film?
Yeah, it was shot in Ireland. We were at the Cliffs of Moher, but we were also shot in Limerick and
so cool.
in Shandon area. And yeah, we kind of buzzed around. We did an awful lot of, running around. We shot a day in London with John Cleese. And
awesome.
So yeah, we were doing an awful lot of work for 3 weeks.
That's what my next question. You're perfect with this. 3 weeks to shoot the whole film, the entirety of the film.
Yeah, it's been funny because we had a really great screening with a whole bunch of, Oscar level guys in New York, and they were just all stunned that we were able to make, a movie that had, this much, kind of, epicness and prettiness and acting, that at this level in such a few short weeks. But I find with anything, if you hire well, it's amazing actually how good everything can work.
See, and I was going to give you a shout out and say that speaks volumes about you as a writer director, but you just gave it to the actors. I like it. You're very humble. I like that.
But I'll be quite honest. The film is really a collaborative art form, and I think sometimes people get caught up in me, and the truth is that there's no successful film without an amazing crew, an amazing writer, and amazing actors. It just doesn't happen. One person can't do the whole thing, and and so for me, I long gave up in pretending that I was the main reason for anything. I'm just part of the machine.
Well, I like it. I like you. Stephen, was this whole concept, did you kind of take it from something personal that you have gone through or that you've seen, or how did it come to fruition, the whole concept of this film?
Yeah, well, part of it is that I got very ill a few years back, and where I almost died. And so there was a point where I was thinking about my own health. And so I think that once you kind of go through that journey, I think I wanted to try to come up with an interesting way to, to talk about it, and that's really kind of where it started. I also I got tired of doing the same kind of movies that everybody else does. I felt like it's time to try to do something original and do something that was, a little braver than what that we have out nowadays. And Matthew was amazing, to jump on board like he did. Like, our cast is a pretty significant cast with John Cleese, Sir Derek Jacobi, like Stuart Townsend, Fiona Glasgow, and we didn't shoot it much more over $1 million.
Wow.
And that's probably a $10 million cast. And but when you get people that committed, willing to work, and I think they were excited to work with each other, they helped out.
That's really neat, and thank you for sharing that about your own personal journey, because I feel like so often I love that you're doing that you did this film, because it will help others, and the mental health piece is so big, and I'm sure it helped you a little bit with your journey. There had to be some kind of release or a feeling of just a cathartic moment for you as well.
Yeah, especially now, because now that the film's kind of getting out, and and it's been picking up awards, and there's a lot of talk about Matthew maybe being kind of on that short list for big awards next year.
Yeah.
Because the film comes out in 2024, so there's a lot of excitement for that, and it's neat watching. It's because it's one of those films you want to see in a theater with a group of people. We've been finding that the people coming up to us afterwards have all been very emotionally moved, and I think that because I think we all have those moments where we where we feel our mortality, or we wonder about what's real and what's not, and I think that it's not always a bad thing to talk about those things.
I love that too, because my favorite films are ones, obviously, you leave and you're changed and you want to have those conversations. I get so excited. That's why I'm so thrilled about all the film festivals to have those conversations. And like you said, to open up a dialogue that maybe isn't always so easy to talk about.
Yeah, it's I think it's important to have, film should be used for conversations. I mean, Martin Scorsese talks an awful lot nowadays about the kind of, the failure of cinema because we don't tell the stories that we used to tell. And, in humans all through creation from cavemen on have all told stories that have helped teach and helped, move people forward. And we're kind of in this kind of world now where we're just telling stories with popcorn, ideas, and those things aren't going to necessarily help you. And I think that we got to keep on telling these stories, and people have to keep on showing up to to the theaters, and because if you show up to the theater, they're gonna put those movies in, and there's a group of us that do try to make them. So
well, Stephen, you're my type of people. I like you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being you and sharing your story. I'm so excited about the martini shot, and I could talk to you all day, but I think we're gonna watch the trailer if that's okay with you.
It's great. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Stephen. And here's the trailer for the martini shot.
I'm shooting a film.
Oh, good. Excellent, excellent. Well, do it quickly.
Is it that bad?
Just concentrate on getting yourself a really nice plot.
A plot?
A plot. Oh, not for a movie. No, I mean a plot, where they can dig your...
My agent tells me that you're filming again.
Yes, my therapist thinks it will help.
With the terminals. You do realize that creatively you're insane.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't meant this way.
You always work with dead actors?
I work with the people I like. I find it frustrating that life can be so precarious.
You've always been more concentrated on yourself.
So everything's okay?
Better than I could have ever hoped.
Always a good sign that tragedy lies ahead.
Do you know what I like about you? Nothing. Your finality, well, as you notice, I'm not doing any tests with you today. And that's what happens when finality starts. You see? You just give up hope.
I don't think acting like a child is going to help you finish this movie.
Let's capture moments rather than try to create them.
You have to stop putting dead actors in this film.
But my finality's coming and I don't want to leave this unfinished.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web cba.com y nuestra página de Facebook CBA Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now, check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Now, it's been exciting because we've talked all things Vail Film Festival, but we've got so much more to offer here in the Valley. Joining me today are two of the lovely leaders of the Vail Valley Women in Business. How are you, ladies?
We're great.
We've got Dana, you are treasurer, and Jill, you're president as well of the organization. So very excited to have you both here. You guys, so much great energy on a Saturday morning. So talk to me. Why are you here today? So who wants to tell me all about the event?
Well, we are here today because we have an annual fundraising event that is open to the public. It's very festive holiday, very, very fun. And it's coming up Wednesday night at 6 p.m. at the Westin. Okay. And there are admission tickets for guests are $40. And it's a full big appetizer banquet, so to speak, and a beverage. The Fabulous Femmes, they're so much fun. They're coming to entertain us. But most importantly, it is a fundraiser, and Vail Valley Businesswomen supports Youth Power 365. They have a Valley Scholarship Fund, and every year we raise funds for the scholarship.
That's great.
And so we have a fantastic online auction. And anybody, anywhere can visit our website or look at our QR code. We can share that and get some fantastic raffle prizes for only a $20 ticket entry fee. And all proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go to the scholarship fund.
Oh, that's just great. So it's $40 to attend the event, but you can pay for a raffle ticket for $20.
Yes.
And some of these prizes are just incredible. So Jill, I want to jump over to you.
Yeah.
So you helped with getting some of the sponsors for this event. So
Yeah.
talk to me a little bit about that and what that looks like, and are they the same sponsors every year?
No, we have new sponsors this year. We have event sponsors. The Westin Riverfront is our premier sponsor, and they have given so much to this event and love this organization and really wanted to participate at a very high level. So we definitely thank the Westin Riverfront for all that they're doing for this event. And we also have Berkshire Hathaway, Colorado Properties, NDG Architecture, and Balance Point Construction, and Land Title.
Awesome. So such a great event. So Youth Power 365. How did you get involved and partner with them? So if either one of you are allowed to answer that.
How about I let you answer that one?
Well, the Vail Valley Businesswomen organization is a nonprofit organization, and we've been around for 50 years, so a very long time. I've been a part of the board for 2 years.
Okay.
So I don't know how long the Youth Power 365 has been the beneficiary, but I think from the beginning, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, I love, there are so many organizations in the Valley that partner with them because it's such an important cause.
Yeah.
And so you are businesswomen, so primarily that is your target. Now, in this specific sponsorship, is it for just young girls, or is it for everybody that's involved in the Youth Power 365 program?
It's for the young girls.
Okay,
it's
great.
for the high school scholarship program that they provide in our community.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
So lots of fun. So this is an event that happens every year.
Yes.
Tickets are limited, so
Yes.
definitely make sure that you get over there and get the last few that are available. But talk to me about just the event. What can we expect out of the night? You mentioned food, drinks, performances. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, we were joking and saying we're going to wear sparkles because sometimes there's not a lot of opportunity to get dressed up. You know, we're wearing our holiday color today, but really anything goes. You know, the Westin is a great environment. It's actually going to be in that whole big lobby area, and it's going to be wonderfully decorated. So we are going to dress up, and the attire can be holiday festive. And actually, the Femmes, Fabulous Femmes, they are not doing a holiday set. They're doing just a wide range. I think it's more 80s.
70s, 80s,
Oh
Mamma
my gosh,
Mia
that sounds
style.
so much fun.
We're going to sing and we are going to have fun at this event.
Yeah, and so really, you know, and then again, there's of course, the food and the drinks element, but it's socializing. You know, I don't want to say networking. I mean, you can network, but just celebratory, coming together. Bunch of locals, right?
Which is good.
And everyone is invited. Plus ones. You know, it's not just limited to the Vail Valley business women population. So
it's really the whole community can come.
Yep, everyone's invited.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it'll be super
So
fun.
I'd love to talk a little bit about Vail Valley Women in Business. So tell me a little bit about the organization and what is the premise behind it.
Yeah. So, so like I said, it's been around for over 50 years, and the goal is for women in business. You don't have to own your own business. It's anyone, really, can come and join. We have our events every second Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
And it's just fun, and it's social networking. Sometimes we'll have speakers. We've had some fabulous speakers over the years. So anybody can come, anybody can join. You don't have to be a member to come to any of our events. We often get a lot of guests that attend. We get, on average, 40 to 50 every month that attend.
Okay.
It's a great group of women who just are like-minded and want to get to know one another on a deeper level.
That's great. Well, I'd love to kind of ask your personal journey. What brought you to join and become a member?
Well, when I'm from Minnesota.
Okay.
Don't you know? That's my joke. I have to say it all the time. So just when I came to the community about 10 years ago, I was, I guess, just looking for ways to get involved and build my network and connect. So I was part of a similar organization back home. So I found Vail Valley Businesswomen, and it just was, I mean, I have friendships from there. People that come sometimes work from home, work remote, and they're coming for the social outlet. I've met people that are maybe in between jobs and are coming, or visiting from out of town, and people that are women that are here that are local business owners. So it really fits many, many different facets.
Great.
And it's just, I think we're like-minded.
Sure.
And it's, I don't know what the average age is, but we're pretty average representative.
Yeah,
wonderful.
of who comes to VVBW,
Wonderful.
so it's a nice group.
Not to interrupt
Yes.
you, but Jill, tell me where we can go for information about the event and all of the fun stuff.
VVBW for Vail Valley Businesswomen, so vvbw.org. So there's an event section. Click on that. You can register. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be great. Well, this Wednesday, December 13th. Congratulations.
Thank
Very
you.
excited.
Yeah.
Head online. Make sure that you buy those tickets. It's been wonderful to have everybody join us this morning on Good Morning Vail, especially the Vail Valley Businesswomen and their holiday party this Wednesday. I'm Kimberly Perot, Gretchen Pleshaw here in studio. It's been an exciting Saturday morning of our show.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewed.